Welcome, Taurus, to your energy reading for what you need to hear at this time. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you in your story. If anything does connect, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, really does help me out a lot. So thank you for your support. And of course, we'd love to have you a part of the channel. So welcome in. I hope you are doing well. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm going to start out with some rune cards for the overall energy, and then I'll move into the tarot for more in-depth messages. So sit back, relax, take a deep breath. And let's just see what Spirit has for you right now. So what is the overall energy for Taurus right now? What is going on with Taurus? All right, so we have Hagalas talking about destructive force of nature, trial, changes, and it's represented by hail. So I don't know if there's like some sort of stormy, chaotic energy that may be coming up for you around this time, Taurus. I don't know if it has to do with relationships or finances. That's kind of coming through in my mind, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be just anything in your life that feels a little bit all over the place, a little bit messy. Maybe there's challenges, trials, tribulations, something that has been destructive. I don't know if something has come to an end around this time. I don't know if maybe you like got fired or quit a job, or something about like, also like with business too. Maybe there's something for some of you about business, stopping one business to start something else. There could have been something in relationships having to do with like you leaving a relationship or someone breaking up with you, or something like that. I'm just not sure. You know what comes through is like the strong catalyst energy. And what's really weird too is like, this symbol right here makes me feel, I don't know if some of you are into horses. I don't know if some of you have horses. Definitely let me know if that's you down below. But it's almost like this is I don't know why, I'm just seeing in my mind's eye this vision of a horse jumping over this hurdle. And what I feel that this is a representation of is some sort of challenge that is that you're facing right now, that is maybe hurtful, painful, and I don't know if it's like overwhelming, or maybe there's just a lot coming at you at once in different areas of your life. But I want you to know that this is temporary. This is a part of your change and evolution and growth. It feels for some reason necessary. Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Jera with cycles, time, prosperity, rewards, and harvest. So I feel like that's what this is having to do with. It's like some sort of cyclical energy, this sort of, and then of course with like force of nature here, like this is something that is a part of your natural, like natural changes in your life in some form or fashion. I don't, it's just kind of like, storms come through and sometimes they can be destructive, but storms are also very necessary for the planet and for growth and for nourishment and for regrowth and things like that. And so I think what I'm trying to say is that whatever's falling away around this time is just what's not going to serve you in the future and in this new cycle that you're about to step into, which this has been a very common theme in the readings this week, about stepping out of maybe a challenging cycle and stepping into a new cycle of prosperity, stability, security, maybe even allowing in some sort of sense of abundance, or like a feeling of having more than what it is that you are needing, something like that happening around this time. We are in Virgo season now. As I'm doing this reading, we just stepped out of Leo season. So I just feel like this Virgo season collectively is going to be very rooting is what, well, I heard uprooting, but then like it's kind of similar with this destructive energy. It's like something has to be uprooted, similar with like the foundation of something. Again, whatever area of your life it may have to do with, it's like something about the structure or the foundation that needs to be like demolished or may have come down in order for something more solid, stable, and secure and healthy to be rebuilt. And I also feel like whatever work that you have been doing is actually going to pay off as well. So don't give up on whatever it is that you're trying to work on, even though you may have some sort of a loss or have to give up something that may be challenging or difficult. But it's kind of like that saying, this too shall pass. So try not to get like too overwhelmed by it, or I know easier said than done, but try not to let it keep you from continuing to move forward. And also try not to let it discourage you or disconnect you from the bigger picture of spirit, of where like spirit is guiding you and maybe what all of this is happening for. I hope that's making sense. But let's look into the tarot and see in further detail what's going on. Okay, this card wants to come out. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So again, there's something here about planning for the future, rebuilding something as well. This is Pentacles energy, which is earth energy in the tarot. Can have to do with resources, finances, business, your career, but in general, your path moving forward. And this is a knight. Out of all the knights in the tarot, there are 4 suits for all the elements: air, fire, earth, and water. This is earth energy, but the earth energy knight is not moving because he's not going to make a move until he's made a plan, until he has a strategy. Earth signs are very much the slower moving signs, and not that that's a bad thing. It really just depends on the situation, whether that's something that's beneficial or something that's maybe causing problems. But for the most part, I really feel like this is a good thing, especially in this energy of like this stormy weather. It's like you want to really root yourself down. It's kind of like when what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like a tornado that's coming through, or just weather in general. It doesn't have to be a tornado. I don't know if some of you are actually dealing with like some crazy weather. I know in like the southeast, like Florida area, I'm sure there's going to be like hurricane season that they're stepping into. So I mean, I don't completely discount that it may literally be talking about a storm coming through, but I feel like for the reading though, it's more so of a representation of changes that are unfolding right now, and you just hunkering down or like tying yourself down or growing roots in some way so that you have this stability and security with whatever changes are coming up around this time, and so that there's not as much of like a loss. Again, I'm not sure whether this is having to do with like work, finances, your career, or if this is having to do with like relationships, and it could be any relationship, whether it's romance, familial, platonic, whatever it is for you. Again, everyone's story will be different. And of course, every timeline will be different too. So whether this has happened in the past, is happening now, or has yet to happen. And of course, anything in the future can change. So just keep that in mind as well. But let's see what else wants to come up. I just feel like there's something about spirit saying like slow and steady wins the race, and just make sure if there is anything like destructive or chaotic going on right now to really ground yourself. And I feel like this Virgo season is going to help you do that. I mean, you are a fixed sign in astrology. So fixed signs, there are 4 fixed signs. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So you could have any of those signs in your chart or be dealing with one. Definitely check out your sun, moon, rising signs. If you're not sure what those are, check out your astrological chart, which you can look up online. But this fixed energy really talks about being rooted, sometimes it can be stubbornness if on like the more shadow side, but it's just like kind of the energy of being set in your ways or not so quick to change, I guess I'll say. So maybe that's part of the message too, is that because you are a fixed sign, these changes may be a bit more challenging or difficult, but again, it's going to reap some sort of prosperity. It's like there's great rewards that are going to come from this change, even though it may be uncomfortable. Anyways, so let's see what else Page of Swords. So there is something about having clarity. This is air energy. This talks about messages, news, communication, truth, information. This also can be like a surprise or some sort of incoming communication, news, or truth. And it kind of makes sense with this stormy energy because it's like, again, this message of clearing the debris that is in your mind, body, and soul, but just in your life in general. And I feel like there's going to be clarity that is coming through. And I want to say too, like, as these changes are unfolding for you, Taurus, just make sure you're keeping your, how should I say, perspective in check, I guess. Being able to see it from this bird's eye point of view, or seeing the bigger picture of your situation, or trusting and having faith even when you're not really sure what's going on. Maybe in this stormy type of energy, it's kind of hard to see clearly, but just trust that is going to dissipate, and whatever you are needing to know or see is going to be brought to your attention. So again, don't lose faith in any type of confusion that may be coming up around this time. And I think there's also something here with the Knight of Pentacles in combination with the Page of Swords here about like waiting and seeing to gain more information before moving forward. I think especially if there has been any like challenge or struggle surrounding like your planning or your strategy or trying to move forward in any type of way, maybe you feel like you're missing something or that you don't have all the information, and that could be a reason why you don't move forward so quickly, is because it's like, well, I need to try to see how things are going to play out in this kind of like uprooting type of energy that's passing through, or that has, or whenever it may happen for you. But I just want to say, like, the advice and guidance is to just stay focused on right here, right now, and what you can do to keep yourself grounded and stable. And having that quality self-talk of like positivity, optimism, self-love, self-care. I mean, Virgo energy really talks about taking care of yourself and having quality, healthy daily habits, daily routines, and also like being supportive of others as well, like where you can. So maybe there's something also about collaborating with others that may be coming through as well, or like networking as well too, that other people could possibly help you gain clarity, having to do with making plans and maybe things that you didn't consider before or know before, and now you'll have a like an additional piece to the puzzle that you didn't before, that is going to allow you to have more, like, I guess, comfortability when it comes to like either moving forward or also working through these changes. That's another message too. So it's like finding as much comfort as you can in these changes, so it's not like so like annoying or like challenging. I don't know why the message was coming through so slow like that, but anyways, I feel like it's just kind of the energy coming through. So we have the Nine of Swords. So yeah, there's something here again that is being swept away. I mean, even you have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck, which this is nothing to be scared about. It's just a representation of unhealthy attachments to anything that has not been like authentic or of quality. Maybe you've been dealing with a person or a situation that has been very hurtful. Maybe you've tried to like work on things time and time again, or maybe this is something that you have been trying to let go of. And again, maybe that's part of the destructive energy here that is so challenging. Because it's like this is something that you've been attached to for quite a while, and it's like this knowing maybe you're needing to move forward, or maybe you've been planning and trying to work on moving forward, or to cut this person, place, or thing out that is not really in alignment with you. But it's also like a lot of fear, doubt, worry, and anxiety of like what is going to happen in the future, or how things are going to play out, or how you are going to be able to live without this person, place, or thing, something like that. And again, I don't know if you're dealing with another earth sign, doesn't have to be though. But the incoming energy is just like, this is part of this catalyst. That's why there's this major energy of like destruction and changes that are needing to be made in order for you to like have a fresh, clean slate so that you can move towards like this new beginning, which is also underneath the deck is the Page of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity after you have learned from this situation. And so there is a new beginning here, but it's like just being easy on yourself as you are working through these challenges and not being hard on yourself. And that's why, again, I just strongly feel that this Virgo season is going to be healing for you, and something where you are able to finally use the sword that you have to be able to cut yourself away, cut the ties to any person, place, or thing that is no longer going to benefit your plans or be a cooperative component to whatever it is that you are wanting to create in your future. And yeah, it may take some time. Holy shit. Not only do you have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles as well. So I'm telling you, this is a beautiful blessing in disguise. And again, wherever you are on the journey, it just, this may be confirmation for you, or this is just reassurance that, even though you have not received this opportunity, or maybe you haven't gotten back what you have been putting into a person, place, or thing, it is going to be brought back to you tenfold in such a positive, I was going to say lovely way. I don't know why I wanted to say it like that, but it's just first we're needing to, this kind of makes me feel like the stormy energy. It's like dark and gloomy. It's uncomfortable. It can be somewhat scary, especially if you're not really sure like what's going on or why it's happening or what's going to happen in the future. So, but again, you're being called to have trust and faith in the universe that you are being guided and protected. And I just feel like you either already know or you will gain clarity when it comes to knowing what's for you and what's not for you, and being able to have the strength and the courage to cut away anything that is not in alignment with that. I hope that's making sense. Hopefully I wasn't repeating myself too much, but again, be easy on yourself around this time, Taurus. I definitely feel that you are on the way to better things. Not only do you have Jera, but you have the Ace of Pentacles, both of these confirming this energy about a new cycle of prosperity and reaping the rewards of your harvest. So trust and have faith, Taurus. I hope all this helped. It made sense for you. If it did, definitely let me know down below. I love to get your feedback and read your story. If you would like to donate or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree, which is down below in the description box. Thank you for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.